Hello, everybody. Today, our devotional reading is from Psalm 23. This is a very, very popular psalm. In fact, it might be the most well-known psalm of all the psalms in the book of Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, is how most of us have heard it. It's translated different ways, but it all ends up being about the same. Now, what's important to point out in this very short psalm that's worth memorizing for that matter is that it was likely written while David was hiding from one of his own sons. Absalom was one of his sons that actually sought to kill his father so that he could take his throne. Now, why Absalom would want to do that is a long story, and we're not going to get into that. But this psalm was written in really a dark time in David's life. And when we think about that, then suddenly it makes sense. We hear this psalm a lot of times at funerals, and certainly it's appropriate for that. But its application extends well beyond that, because it is a message of hope and assurance that we have a God that loves us. In the translation we use at Light of the Desert, the NLT, it reads like this: "The Lord is my shepherd, I have all that I need." Maybe a better way of thinking about that opening line is, if the Lord is my shepherd, then I will have all that I need. You know, we need things, but if we have God as our shepherd, He will provide for those things in the right timing. And so with that assumption that we need to seize on the shepherd, on our God in life, then the rest of the psalm makes a whole lot of sense. God is there to take us along still waters, to take us through great and wonderful places, but it won't always be smooth sailing. At verse 4, we read this: "Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me." David is saying that it won't always be a great tourist trip along beautiful rivers and across green valleys. There will be times that we find ourselves in dark places, but when we have the Good Shepherd in our lives, we can go there with confidence, knowing that we are protected even in the scary places. And ultimately, the point of this psalm is that God loves us and wants to be a part of who we are. At verse 6, we hear this: "Surely your goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever." God indeed loves each and every one of us, and He wants to see us live happy, joyful lives. Now, life in and of itself is going to take us into crazy places, but the point is that the God who loves us will be there, and He will guide us through those dark and crazy times. He absolutely loves us, and in fact, He pursues us with that love. We just need to let Him and be aware of that love, even when we're in dark places. So as you go out into your day today, I want you to think about that. Think about the fact that we do have a God that loves us, that He does guide us in the right direction. And though we might find ourselves in dark and scary places and wonder how we got there, take confidence in knowing that God is with us. He loves us. He'll get us through this, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Have a great day, everyone.
If these devotional videos are helpful to you, subscribe to our channel and click the notification button so you know when we post a new video. And of course, please share them with others.